Hey everybody, happy Thursday. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric. This is a reaction video to the second in a row win by the Flyers. Tonight they go for the sweep of Western Canada against the Vancouver Canucks. This will also be a look ahead to that game. We have not swept Western Canada since the 2013-2014 season. So if we are able to do it, it will be the first time since then. Last night, we played a very solid game. We played aggressive most of the game. The only time there was any concern was the back end of the third period. We got a little bit sloppy, and we got sloppy on D, and then they got a goal to bring it within one by Nugent Hopkins, which started making people, I would assume, nervous a bit because that's been the strategy or been the tendency of the Flyers of late. But then we were able to close it out. We closed out a tough penalty kill. We took a bad penalty at the end, Lowell trying to get in the zone. But we stopped them on that PK, which got us the momentum to the end. Then Simmer nailed that empty net goal. Our goal scorers on the night as a whole were Raffle, Weiss, and Wheel, who scored the non-empty netters, and then the other one for Edmonton was Leon Draisaitl. Looking at summaries, we had 33 shots on goal. They had 26. Face-offs, we actually lost yesterday, which is not common for the Flyers. Edmonton beat us in the face-offs by a large margin. They had 60.6%. We had 39.4%. Power plays, we were 1 for 4. They were 0 for 2. Hits, they beat us by a few. Blocks, they beat us by a few. And then we capitalized, obviously, on more chances again. And this game, other than face-offs, we did really outplay the Edmonton Oilers. As in Calgary, we got the win and we capitalized on more chances than Calgary did, but Calgary got more shots. So it was a different thing we built towards, got a win by capitalizing on more chances in Calgary, then played this game, which was more like games we played earlier in the season when we played a good all-around game, winning consistent puck-on-puck values, battles, and we dumped the puck in, had someone get there, we won one-on-one battles, and we played a good, consistent overall game. Now, looking ahead to tonight's game, the Flyers are coming in tonight's game at 10-11-7. The Canucks are coming in at 14-10-4. So that's not going to be, obviously, the easiest game for the Flyers. The Flyers have earned points, though, in 5 straight road games, going 2-0-3. So we won 2, went into overtime in the other 3. And then the Flyers are looking to avenge the 5-2 loss they suffered at home against the Canucks on the 21st of November. Pairing the two goalies, the projected starters are Brian Elliott, who's 8-6-6 with a 2.88 goals against and a .909 save percentage, against Markstrom, who's 8-8-3 with a 2.41 goals against and a .917 save percentage. However, there is a chance they could put in Nielsen, their backup goaltender, because he's 3-0-1 against the Flyers with a 2.11 goals against and a .931 save percentage. He hasn't lost a game yet against the Flyers, so there's a good chance they might put him in. The Canucks, what you have to be weary of, have been very successful on the power play in the last 3 weeks, so you have to limit the amount of penalties you take. They've recorded a goal on the power play in 8 of their last 11 games. So the Flyers have been better on the PK of late, but against Vancouver, you have to be very careful on the power play because if you put them on the power play too much, Bossler will take advantage, the Sundin twins, obviously, Bo Horvat, who's having a good season. Overall, the Canucks have just looked very good on the power play of late, and the Flyers have to be aware of that and be very aggressive still, but not stupid aggressive and take bad penalties. Now, comparing statistics, the Canucks' leading scorer is Brock Bossler, who has 25 points, 13 goals, and 12 assists. Then is Bo Horvat, who has 20 points with 10 and 10. Thomas Vanek, who has 18 points with 7 and 11, who always seems to do something against the Flyers, so we have to stop him. Henrik Sundin, who has 17 points with 2 goals and 15 assists. Daniel Sundin, his brother, who has 16 points with 6 goals and 10 assists. And then Pouliot is their leading defenseman points getter with 2 goals and 8 assists. The Flyers have Jake Voracek, who has 34 total points with 7 goals and 27 assists. Giroux, who has 30 with 11 goals and 19 assists. Cooch, who has 28 with 14 goals and 14 assists. Gostisbehere, who has 20 with 3 goals and 11 assists. Simmons, who has 17 points after putting in that empty netter, who has 9 goals and 8 assists, and Filppula, who has 14 points with 7 goals and 7 assists. This game starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, being it's in Western Canada. Starts a half hour later than last night's game. Gives you a chance to watch a lot of the Sixers game and then put the Flyers on NBC Sports app while you watch the end of the Sixers game, which starts at 8 o'clock on TNT. I'll be doing a look ahead to that very shortly. This has been a look ahead and a reaction to the Flyers' win yesterday. We looked very good in the win yesterday, stayed aggressive the entire game. We just had that spurt in the third that we looked too conservative again, but then we bounced back and were able to close out the game. Tonight, we are going to have to come in out strong like we did the past 2 games and capitalize on our chances like we have the past 2 games, be it if the other team has more chances or not. We have to be the team that capitalizes on them more like we have been doing over the past 2 games. Let's go out, Flyers. Let's sweep Western Canada for the first time since 13-14. Let's go, Flyers.